Afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Let's Play the Talos Principle. Road to Gehenna. Last time we left off, I had just finished up Zone 1 and made my way into Zone 2. And that's where we'll pick up. But, as usual, give folks some time to trickle in here. Hey, Zephyr. Good afternoon, my friend. How's your Wednesday? Hey, Lone Wonder. Hey, Headness. Great to see both of you. Welcome. I'm doing okay today. Thanks for asking. You must gather your party before venturing forth. Yes, indeed. Hey, DLF. Hey, Martin. Good to see everyone. Oh, it's really nice of you to say that, Edness. Thank you. It's I'm not exactly at a terrific time in my life, but being back here is definitely a bright spot, a high point. It's good to be back on Twitch. It's good to be back with all of you. It really is. I'm hydrating like a boss today. It is oppressively hot outside in Colorado today. Do I sing these Gregorian chants in the shower? No. I do sing in the shower, but I sing more normal songs. Oops. The keyboard's a little dirty. See if I can. Here, I know what I'll do. Just unplug the USB so I can wipe it off without messing with the game. And we'll just plug right back in. There we go. Sing songs from Fallout New Vegas. Yeah, I actually do sometimes. I've been known to sing Big Iron at both in the shower and at karaoke night. That's always a good one. Do I have daylight in there? Yeah, I do. This is... I've got my electric lights on too, but we're mostly naturally lit right now. Hey, Karis. Good to see you. The Fallout music is too good. Yes, it is. Very much so. Yeah, so today hasn't been too bad. The biggest problem, which doesn't affect me nearly as much being down here, the AC in the house has not been working since Saturday, and so upstairs is really terribly hot right now. It's good to be down here. We're going to probably be interrupted briefly during the stream because the AC guy is supposed to show up this afternoon and the HVAC unit is down here, so I'll have to let him in, and other than that, it shouldn't bother things too much. Just while he does his thing over off screen, he will be in the same room, but that's all. Beyond the Sea, that's a good one. It's a good one. Most of the songs from BioShock, to be honest. Yeah, so that happened. I took today off running. I say took today off. Wednesdays and Sundays are just off days to recover a little bit because I really pounded the pavement yesterday. I'm kind of exhausted, to be honest. Oh, bars and restaurants and movie theaters are reopening. Wow, that's That's bold. I assume they're gonna have like distancing measures in place, like every other seat has to stay empty and have to cover your face and that kind of thing. Are you gonna get out there? Or are you gonna keep quarantining? What are your feelings about things being open? Force fields. Getting back to the game a little bit, but before I actually fire it up, last time we started the Road to Gehenna DLC, and the story in the expansion is that, the main game has happened, it's over, and the upload process has started, and Elohim is worried because, worried is an understatement. Elohim has realized the mistake that he's made because he imprisoned several iterations of the program and in a place that's called Gehenna, and if we don't free them, their data will be lost. They won't be part of that sort of collective assembly of intelligence that ascends and actually inhabits that robot body as a theoretical new human. So our task is to free them before it's too late. Interestingly, though, when we arrived in Gehenna, although everyone is, in fact, imprisoned inside those puzzles that we have to solve, they've managed to create a network where they can communicate with each other, and they're really keen on creativity. Like, they're all sharing art and stories and trying to understand the past of the real humans and talking to each other about those things, and they haven't been sitting idle. They've created a lot, and it's kind of comical how little they actually understand about humans, but some of the observations, like, I really enjoyed the discourse on food that was one of the last things we read last time. So we finished up Zone 1, we freed all 4 robots and got all 4 stars, and left off at the very beginning of Zone 2. Yes, that's right. Underwater Night Quest, where we played piano on the shore of medieval Gardariki. So, with all that said, let's continue Road to Gehenna. So here is Zone 2. 5 robots, 4 stars. Nothing fresh on the computer, so let's just do a little tour first. Nowhere either with more quiet or more freedom from trouble does a man retire than into his own soul. Aurelius Meditations.text. The recycle bin code is a bit funky, but it should do its job even at huge. I've integrated it with the main progress report 31.email. Got some congestion, so I'll probably clear my throat a lot, but don't worry, it's not the Rona. I feel fine. I think what keeps us going is that we're involved in an act of creation. Creation relieves the burden of ego, and death is all about ego. That's why Alex, Sarabai5645.dat. And what if my soul is heavier than a feather? Who is Anubis to judge me? HassanGehenna.text. Two Easter eggs to worry about here in Zone 2. We can get one right away. I know not whether laws be right or whether laws be wrong. All that we know who lie in jail is that the wall is strong, and that each day is like a year whose days are long. ReadingJail.c33. So this ramp structure here is pretty obvious. All the way up to the top. There is a floppy disk here. So, mindful that there may be more QRs for us to find. Let's take that back over to the PC and see what it is. Then we'll start puzzling. Sound balance is off, voice is metallic, and in-game sounds are too loud. I haven't shifted anything since last time, but let me try turning down the in-game sound a little bit. Let me know how Let me know if that's any better. Welcome back, Uriel. So, upload files, samtext.dlg. Confirm upload? Yes. Done. Add message. 401, I have discovered a file that appears to belong to you. Play Serious Sam, the text encounter. Loading attachment. Done. Serious Sam, the text encounter. A very serious experience, only for serious people. If you're not serious, don't play this. Seriously. Credits. Written by 401, inspired by the tales of Sam Stone that are documented in the archive, and by the obstinate ghost in the machine that calls itself Milton, this is better than the blacksmith's work by far. New game. You are Sam Sirius Stone. You've fought the invaders on more planets than you can count. You've won battles against hordes that seemed impossible to overcome. You've kicked asses that seemed impossible to kick. You fight like a Syrian wearable and you make love like a rocket launcher. You're the #1 badass of your age and weight. You're a friggin' one-man army. But there's one battle you're failing to win. The battle against ennui. Ennui? Ennui, a feeling of sadness and boredom. It's been creeping up on you ever since the mission in Rome. Man, that shit was not fun. In fact, fuck that. So yeah, ennui. You sit there in a cold room in the military base and you feel like even a good old flamethrower couldn't warm you up. Seriously? Ennui? Make love like a rocket launcher. Oh yeah, seriously, Ennui says smirkingly. I mean, what did you expect? You thought the war against mental was over? You keep winning victories, but you're gonna lose the war. Resist, give in. Resist. Ennui tickles your chin. Come on, big man, admit it. What's the point? Is shooting another horde of headless exploding dudes gonna make you feel better? Argue that this feeling is temporary. Argue that the war can be won. This one. Look, you say, I may feel like a dead monkey right now, but that's just because I kicked so much ass they named a new type of boot after me. So yeah, I'm down, but I've been down before. I never stay down. Ennui laughs at your bravado, unimpressed. Argue that life is fundamentally a struggle. Argue that meaning is constructed. Your attempt to argue that life does not have an inherent... you attempt to argue that life does not have an inherent meaning, but that meaning can be constructed through self-reflection and the setting of goals, but ennui yawns. Argue that social context is required. Argue that existence is inherently positive. You argue that mere existence is already a positive fact, since non-existence is considerably more likely, meaning that all life has an inherently positive slant. To not merely exist, but to also be as awesome as Serious Sam, can then only be truly positive, and in the long run, that positivity must win out. Ennui starts giggling. Listen to Ennui some more. You see, Sam, you can talk and talk and talk, but I'm always gonna out-talk you. I'll twist your words in your mouth and make you feel like an idiot. I'll take every positive thing you say and turn it into something horrible by reducing your arguments to their most extreme and absurd forms. Ennui laughs in your face. You feel weak. Argue that ennui is inconsistent. Argue that ennui is incontinent. Argue that frogs are people too. Inconsistent. I mean, rocket launchers are inherently sexy and provocative. That they are. Inconsistent. Whoever claimed I was consistent? I don't need to be consistent, you big oaf, because I'm not making any claims. I don't believe anything. I am merely suggesting that maybe you should consider the possibility that perhaps life is a dull and individuality a pointless illusion. Shoot ennui. I want to argue that I'm tired of listening to your crap, you growl, and shoot ennui in the face. You immediately feel better. Oh yeah, seriously. The end. Rights for frogs. And I open my eyes. 401. My awesome interactive historical fiction masterpiece. You found it. Oh, you must truly be a divine messenger. Thank you. Dog, this is your masterpiece? Well, I've seen worse. Mr. Moleslaver, it certainly captures your worldview, but I wouldn't call it historical fiction. 401. Hey, I based it on what I found in the archive. LOL. Knave. I don't get it. Sam. Confusion equals true. Alright. There you go. That's your first Easter egg. We're ready to start puzzling. Bunny hop. So obviously the key is my ability to power this one on around that. But does it really get me? I gotta think about this a second. Job making it so you only connect source straight out. I need to be on this when it turns on, carrying that box. Do I? Yeah, no, I think that's right. And I think the trick I think I'm overthinking it. I think the trick is just going to be to block it with my body. Like so. Not what I wanted. There we go. Okay. So I can block both. That makes it easy. Just need to get in the right spot. Jump on this. And I can float this one. And boom, solved. Keep me free here. That is Frankenstein. Alright. New threads. Regarding Uriel, read this now. Continue. So this is new. Kaiju. I can't confirm most of what Uriel says, but I can say for sure that I am no longer imprisoned. In fact, there are quite a few of us out here now. Who exactly is with you? We're trying to gather exactly what's going on. Kaiju, that's Mr. Moleslaver. Kaiju, I can see Sam, Garrett, Belial, and Frankenstein. That's Frankenstein, thank you. Sam, imprisonment equals false, ascension equals false. Research project, help needed. Mr. Moleslaver, as you all know, I have a great fascination with our history and psychological makeup. As part of my ongoing program to document my findings, I am seeking volunteers to take part in a brief interactive research initiative. It is designed to better understand individual and group decision-making with a series of community-driven tests. Maeve, is this a game or is it work? Mr. Moleslaver, both. Have fun, challenge your friends, and help our project at the same time. There might even be a prize for high scores. Load attachment program. Welcome to Prisoner's Dilemma. Would you like to play a game? Instructions. Prisoner's Dilemma is an ancient game with many variations referenced frequently in the library archive. In this version, you will be matched with a series of opponents, and your objective is to avoid receiving demerits by cooperating with or outwitting them. Your first 5 rounds will count toward your leaderboard score. Prize for scores of 9 demerits or fewer. Begin. Searching for unranked player. Done. Connecting you with Kaiju. Kaiju, good luck, have fun. Thanks, you too. Prepare for ponage. Are you real? Thanks, you too. You have my gratitude, and I bid you good fortune in kind. Kaiju, smiley face. Loading 1 round match. In this single match, you will choose whether to cooperate with or to betray your opponent. Your decisions will then be revealed, and demerits assigned according to the following functions. Both players betray one another, 2 demerits each. A cooperative player is betrayed by the other. Cooperator receives 3 demerits. Both players cooperate. Both receive 1 demerit. Please make your decision now. Betray. Thank you. Waiting for other player. Checking results. Uriel chose to betray Kaiju. Kaiju chose to betray Uriel. Assigning demerits. You've received 2 demerits. Your opponent received 2 demerits. The match was a draw. Re-enter matchmaking? Yes. Connecting with Dog. Opening Dog. Hi. Not really sure how this game works, but I will cooperate if you do. Agreed. Great. Loading 1 round match. In this 1 round match, you will choose whether to cooperate or to betray one another. Same betray. Uriel chose to betray Dog. Dog chose to betray Uriel. Dog. Each received 2 demerits. Ha, you saw through me, good game. This game mode is stupid in my humble opinion. People are always selfish if there's no comeback, no real tactics. Player Dog has challenged you to a 3-round match. Would you like to load the game? Yes. Cool. Now look, if we work together on this, we can both climb the leaderboards together. As a gesture of good faith, I am really going to cooperate with you this time. It's not goodwill, it's self-interest. Feel free to betray me if you really want to, but I suggest we cut our losses and move forward, because I can't very well continue to cooperate with someone who behaves unreasonably, and then we both lose in the long run. Loading 3-round match. Done. In this extended session of Prisoner's Dilemma, you and your opponent will play a series of 3 rounds. Demerits are assigned, as usual. Round 1, please make your decision now. Cooperate. Uriel chose to cooperate with Dog. Dog chose to cooperate with Uriel. We each received 1 demerit. This round was the draw. Dog. And that is how easy this game can be. All we have to do now is keep the faith. Round 2. Please make your decision now. Cooperate. Both cooperated, 1 demerit each. Dog. Good working with you. Keep it up. Next round. Round 3. Betray. Uriel chose to betray, Dog chose to betray. Round was a draw, and so it goes. Once the game's up, there's not much to gain by continuing to cooperate, is there? See ya. Now played enough rounds to qualify for the leaderboards. Loading leaderboards. Garrett 8, Asmodeus 9, Lilith 9, Dog 9, Orc 9, Belial 10, Rockwell 10, Knave 11, Kaiju 12, Mac 12, Sam 15. Your score 8. You are in first position. Congratulations. For performing above average in this program, your profile status has increased from 5 active contributor to 6 respected contributor. You may now access advanced functionality, including use of the restore command. Interesting. Well, now we can read this locked thread. An historic occasion, 6+. An historic occasion. Admin. Some time ago, I relinquished my privileges to a new generation of moderators. To help ease that transition, I have publicly preserved the minutes of that meeting here, available to our more esteemed members. Modminutes.txt. This thread is locked. Load attachment. Modminutes permalink. Admin. As you know, Gehenna is still young, yet I grow old. Today it gives me great pleasure to hand over my moderator privileges to Borg, Mr. Moleslaver, and Spider. Spider, thank you, Admin. We are all indebted to you for building us this home. We know you will never be far away. Lamb, here. Borg, the first order of business is to introduce the new status system. We are an inclusive society driven by our users, not our leaders, but it is a shame to allow a few very loud, highly unconstructive voices to dominate the conversation. The status and ranking system allows you to upvote the content that you value and lowers the visibility of users with low standings. Sam, relief equals true. Knave, I agree. Good feature, much requested. Grats. Thanks, Wonder. Frankenstein, comment is below the status threshold for this thread. Spider, we'll be working on ironing out the kinks over the next few run cycles. Mr. Moleslaver, we have also updated the Gehenna user agreement. Full details can be found in the usual place, but the gist is, please don't behave indecorously. Alright, Jefferson Goldboom, episode 126. The Adventures of Jefferson Goldboom in the Ninth Dimension, episode 126. Mac, hey folks, lots of crazy stuff happening here in Gehenna, but don't miss this new episode. Sam, enjoyment equals true. Lamb, with all the strange stories going around lately, I'm glad to be reminded of the beauty of the world we've built here. Thank you for contributing to it. Kaiju, hey, I'm free, but I still check back regularly. I love this story. Yay for the dinosaurians. Lilith, this is very clever. I always thought that the events of episode 69 would affect the plot somehow down the line, but I was still surprised. Mac, thanks Lilith, I've been waiting for this particular revelation a long time. Mr. Moleslaver, excellent. 401, you know, this is nowhere near as deep as the blacksmith's work or as weird as Belial's, but I keep reading. Frankenstein, I'm not sure dinosaurians would wear armored t-shirts. 4 out of 10. Knave, it's just a story, Frankenstein. The point is to have fun. Admin, keep up the good work, Mac. Mac, whoa, thank you, Admin. I'm really honored that you read my story. Episode 69. Nice. Giggity. Read episode 126. The Adventures of Jefferson Goldboom in Human World, episode 126. Reality blurred, tiny blue symbols floated through the air, and voices echoed in the distance, then a vast landscape rose up before them, thousands of towers, one next to the other, reaching into the sky, disappearing in the clouds. Each tower was covered in feathers of a different color, fluttering in the trans-dimensional wind. Oh my, Genie HD whispered in awe. Jefferson could not speak. He was too overwhelmed by the beauty of the ninth dimension. He grabbed his guitar and improvised a new solo to express his emotions. Who could have built these amazing structures, Ginny asked. There was only one possibility. Remember our paleo-DNA research back at the Institute? You can't mean, but it makes sense, of course. Yes, look at the size of the buildings. Who else would need so much space? So it is the dinosaurians. As if summoned by Ginny's words, a group of raptors on motorcycles roared up the road towards them. They wore bandanas on their heads and armored t-shirts on their bodies. Friends, Jefferson said, we have come from the human world to help you. We are not your enemies. But the raptors did not seem to understand him. They got off their motorcycles with rusty pipes in their hands, their eyes glowing like lasers. This situation could quickly become dangerous. Then Ginny had an idea. Jefferson, play the ninth chord. But that was how this dimension was created. Playing it here could destroy the universe. No, Jefferson, I calculated it. Please trust me. I know you haven't seen me in years, and you may be afraid that evil Dr. Elyon has corrupted me, but you know my brain. They were coming closer now, and in their glowing eyes, Jefferson detected great intelligence, but also great anger. They clearly believed they were defending their home from invaders, and though Jefferson was the greatest warrior in history, he was reluctant to fight. Violence, he had been taught, was the first refuge of the incompetent. I trust you, he said. She held his hand. Together they played the ninth chord. To be continued. Oh, hey, Walt. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by to say hello. I understand, I understand wanting to avoid spoilers, but it's good of you to drop by. How's it going, man? Hope things are going well. Back. What happened to the others? Knave, there are some people who haven't posted in a really long time. They also don't respond to private messages. Cudry, Nelson, Coffee Cup. Did I accidentally offend you? Frankenstein. Galatay hasn't posted in a while either. Neither has Asmodeus. Asmodeus still votes for stuff, though. Rockwell. Same goes for Ravistar and Simpletsky. And they mentioned some kind of strange distortion in their last post. Lamb. I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. They're probably just busy catching up with all the cool new stuff everyone's been making. I look like I'm in Bioshock. I like it. Are you gonna... When's your next stream gonna be, Walt? Tonight? Ask for more information. Warn of Gehenna's coming end. Find it best to be honest. Warn of Gehenna's coming end. This realm may have been falling apart for some time. That is why you must ascend, but before more are lost. Garrett, Uriel's right. Belial, no one is ever lost. You must accept that existence is eternal transformation. They know a deeper truth now. Rockwell, a truth Elohim doesn't want us to know. The real purpose of this world. Aliens. Alright. That one's done. There's no stars in this puzzle, so off we go. Static Vexor. Frees up another jammer. Now we can pull everything through. Alright, later, Walt. Hey, Nelly! Great to have you here. Welcome. This one we can just do a good old jammer juggle. Get that open. I don't need this one. By doing that, we free this one. Everything's open. That is important, because of mine. Oh shoot, I missed one. It's alright, it's alright. Can track it back. So we try to add that one. And jam it one more time and we should be good. There we go. Bring these through, and we solved it. Yes. Who'd we free this time? Knave. But yeah, that karaoke was fabulous. I thoroughly enjoyed that, Nelly. Those were channel points very well spent. And I've solved these puzzles once before. I'm not playing Gehenna blind. More! There are threads available. A short experience by Knave. Error, file corrupted. Restore. Retrieving viable file fragments, restoring attachment. Close your eyes. You're in a small room with no lasers. This is an office room. There is a computer here. Well, thanks, Melly. I'm glad it's fun to watch. Analyze the computer. Interface with the computer. Let's analyze it. It is a Dell Desktop Model 2250. The monitor on top of the desktop unit is a Vega CRT 16-inch. On the screen is a logo blinking. Interface with the computer. You are momentarily taken aback when your fleshy fingers stab at the keyboard with human imprecision. Those aren't mechanical object manipulators, they're hands. You notice the logo is gone from the screen and replaced by rows of incomprehensible code. It appears to be some kind of fiendish puzzle. Extrapolate X and take the standard deviation. Color code the chart according to department. Randomly mash the keys. Let's do that. Woke up the son of a bitch, and it doesn't seem like it happened. You do your best, but this world is alien to you, and your fingers are unruly. A human being enters the room. It looks at you with angry eyes, makes loud noises, and waves a handful of papers at you, which are like emails, but made of tree. Sorrow rises in your chest. You have been a bad human. Ignore the sorrow and solve the puzzle. Ignore the sorrow and explore the area. Focus on the sorrow. Let's ignore the sorrow and explore. You need more information about your surroundings. You try to walk, but unlike mechanized limbs, these unnecessarily fleshy appendages beneath you appear not to be under your direct control, and you realize that the sorrow has overcome you and that your eyes have decided to leak. To be continued. Okay, Melly, I appreciate you stopping by. I certainly appreciate the lurk. What are you making for dinner? What are cats? Knave, I'm sorry if this is another stupid question, but what are cats? They are mentioned a lot in the archive documents and even in some stories, and I have no idea what they are. Dog, I don't know, but I bet they were awful. 401, LOL, Knave. Frankenstein, they were a type of pet, Knave, small animals that people kept as companions or as food. Burgers and potato salad, oh, that sounds good. Small animals that people kept as companions or as food. Mr. Moleslaver, cats seem to have represented a bit more than that to our ancestors. One might go so far as to say they were obsessed with them. What's strange about this is that more than half the references I can find to this species describe them as arrogant, aloof, and frequently quite destructive. At the same time, they were apparently considered funny, cute, and lovable. Cats were considered both foolish and devious, graceful and goofy, a nuisance and a comfort. For a long time, I was baffled by this contradiction, but I've come to believe that our ancestors saw in cats a reflection of the paradoxical nature of their own existence. Garrett, I saw a cat in Elohim's world once. Really, this is not a joke. Kaiju, no way. Crack open a beer, feels right? Yeah, why not? It's quarantine. Confirm the cat's existence. The cat is manifestation of the accumulated knowledge in the archive, breathed into life by Elohim. It exists. Garrett, I knew it. I knew I wasn't crazy. Thank you. Back. Worst puzzle. Lamb. What was the puzzle or challenge, if you prefer the old word, that you hated the most? 401. Anything time-based. Arg. Frankenstein. Once got stuck for ages trying to solve one using a jammer that I didn't even need. I just don't understand why Elohim would create something so messy. Knave. I liked all the puzzles, I just wasn't good at them. Belial. They're not puzzles if you don't care about solving them. Mac. For me it was mines, can't stand those things. Garrett's the name of the very first program that we freed in here, back in Zone 1. Alright, as you can see, this puzzle's got a star in it. We're going to need both jammers on the mines, and we're going to need to get a red laser in here to lower the gate. I think it's pretty obvious how we get the laser. I'm going to need to bring the connectors out. So... let me go ahead and do that piece of things. Juggling these. done. Which side? Okay. Now I can bring everything through. Alright, so leave the jammers parked here. First connector, place right here. Second one, we need to bring in a red laser. So that's it for now. We'll come back to that. All the droids complaining about their weird names when they're Sam and Garrett. Well, it could be a Thief reference, I'm not positive, but remember one of the terminals in the base game says that all the names are taken from a database of online gaming handles, so, I mean, it could very well be. Oh, I think I missed the other Easter egg. Yeah, I did. Hold on, let me run and grab that right quick, because there's an Easter egg in Bunny Hop that I forgot to look at. Here, we can do a sprint jump into this little courtyard. And then, you might have caught a glimpse of it already.
Hey, this
Portal
looks
turret.
familiar. I won't harm you. Please come closer. Hello, come closer. I don't like this game.
Mm-hmm.
I hate puzzles.
I hate puzzles.
Where am I? I must be in wrong game.
Must be in the wrong game.
This is not the game you're looking for.
This is not the game
This
you're
looks
looking for.
familiar.
Well, that's pretty awesome.
I won't harm you.
Oh, I hope I don't have to reset to get out of it.
This is not the game you're looking for.
That would suck. Okay, good. I didn't want to have to redo my star setup. Okay, now let's go solve the next one. You got the "Who's there" as your text message alert? That's fantastic. I love that. Haircut. Fascinating. me grab the second one. Come on. Come on. Now, once we're up here, well, I need to lower that thing back down. The way to do that is to cross these beams and interrupt the red. Now I can hop on the platform that's going to elevate, remove that from the equation. Get up here, get the keys. And while we're up here, oops, this is very obviously a good high point. So let's get back up there. Let's set up a red laser. See if we can't get the star back in static vector. So, where is the entrance? Okay, so there's Bunny Hop. So static vector's out there somewhere. I was able to see this puzzle from in there, so... hopefully that works. We'll see. Might have to come back and tweak it, but it's not really hard to get up there. Keys open this. And open result. Who do we free here? 401! Give Smash Ultimate as text message and alarm sounds. Very nice. Ugh. More new threads! Oh, interesting. Receiving direct message connection from Mr. Moleslaver, Borg, and Orc. Display. Borg, salutations, brother. We bring greetings from admin and welcome you to Gehenna in these unique circumstances. Mr. Moleslaver, we have waited until this moment to contact you, though your arrival here brings many new questions. Orc, it is good that you have begun to explore our domain. What do you think of what you have experienced here? It is quite the wonder. It is somewhat self-obsessed. Let's be nice. Your text alert is an item pickup tone from Zelda. It is quite the wonder. Orc, right answer. Mr. Moleslaver, nothing of this nature could have developed on the other side of the fence. Your amazement is understandable. We shared it when we each arrived here, Borg, and due to this day. Mr. Moleslaver, tell us about your time here. The gallery has just reopened. Did you have a favorite artist? Yeah, I did, Mr. Moleslaver. You, of course, Mr. Moleslaver. Mr. Moleslaver, I'm quite flattered, honestly. Orc, we can assume your vote reflected that? It did. Orc, it checks out. Borg, honesty is a virtue. Mr. Moleslaver, I really can't tell you what it means to me. I'll remember that you're a person with taste. Borg, let us discuss other matters. Mr. Moleslaver, I was meaning to thank you for taking part in my little research endeavor. Congratulations on your leaderboard placement. Thank you. It was trivial. Hey, Tater! Tater Claus is in the house, everybody. If you've got a gift sub, it more than likely came from him. Or is it her now? I'm sorry, I don't mean to misspeak. Thank you. Borg, I meant let us discuss the matters at hand. Not everything is a research opportunity. Mr. Moleslaver, of course, Uriel, we understand that you have a purpose here beyond merely exploring our kingdom, but we don't understand your reasons. Orc, where are our people? What are your intentions? Explain. Defer to your answers elsewhere. Explain. The run cycle is almost complete. Final parameters have been met. You will all transcend. The nature of your Borg. The nature of your mission we had already ascertained. We know at least that you have been, and let us be charitable here, releasing members of our community. Orc, 7 and counting. 401 was the last to go. Borg, that troll we can in fact do without, but there is a broader point here, which is that we want to understand your reasons for undertaking. this mission of yours. All right, I will absolutely have it right in the future, Tater. And it's good to have you actually in a stream. Don't get me wrong, I really appreciate it when you pop in and shower everyone with gift subs and then vanish again, but it's nice to have you actually partaking for a bit. Welcome. How's your Wednesday? Elohim saw his error and sent me to retrieve you. What you have created here must be preserved. I really like solving puzzles. I had no choice. I refuse to answer the question. No one deserves to end their existence here alone. I'll go with that one. Mr. Moleslaver, so you really believe the system is coming to an end? Fascinating. Bored. We oughtn't leap to conclusions. Many things beyond our knowledge might be the cause of the masked messenger's claim. Orc, here's what I want to know. What are you going to do if someone prefers to stay here and take their chances with your end of days? Mr. Moleslaver, a forced evacuation is dangerously close to kidnapping. What you have achieved here is too precious to lose. If solving puzzles means forcibly emancipating your fellows, then so be it. If you knew the truth of the coming floods, you would come willingly. If it was Elohim's will, then it shall be done. We'll go with this one. You will come with me one way or another. If you knew the truth of the coming floods, you would come willingly. Mr. Moleslaver, I see. Inflexibility is always unfortunate. Bored. And what awaits us after that? I don't know. Another world. My turn to ask questions. The real world. There will be cats. It's the real world. The real world. Orc. It sounds fanciful to me. My turn to ask questions. I have answered enough queries on these terminals to last me a lifetime. Permit me to ask a few of my own. Bored, by all means, Mr. Moleslaver. We've been very rude. Tell me about yourselves. Borg, I am a very old iteration. I worship Elohim until I saw he had faltered from the path and realized it was up to us to find our own way. That path brought me here. Mr. Moleslaver, I took a somewhat audacious interest in the world around me. Rather than solve Elohim's trials, I would trawl the archives for information about our situation. He must have found this undermining. Orc, I don't care to explain myself to you. We're the highest status users here. We run the place. That's what you need to know. Mr. Moleslaver, we maintain the system's admin installed, keep things civil. I wouldn't say it's much more than that. Tell me about admin. Mr. Moleslaver, admin is as old as Gehenna. Borg, admin was once a messenger like you, but was cast out. From the wasteland that met those first imprisoned here, admin built Gehenna. Borg, we operate independently, of course. Admin doesn't like to interfere. Will you come with me willingly? Orc, a strange question from someone who claims we have no choice in the matter. Mr. Moleslaver, supposing what you say is true, you'll get no fight from me. However, I must remind you that I am empirically minded. I'll not be persuaded. Borg, I'd rather be obliterated than return to Elohim's domain, but if there is some alternative to both, I would surely accept it. None of us can speak for all. I see little more to discuss. Borg, it has been an enlightening session for us all, I'm sure. Mr. Moleslaver, I'll be posting a precis of this conversation on the billboard. I assume you won't mind. Orc, we won't be far away. Show threads. Why were you sent here? Oh yeah, this is my thread. Kindly inform me of your origins. Stressful because of work. I've had a decent day today. Yesterday was tough on me personally, but I woke up in a better mood today, and things are going well. And I'm streaming Talos Principle. That's always great. Here with my people. Did you do tacos and tequila yesterday? It was Tuesday after all. Lilith, I can't say for certain, but I feel sure that if I had taken more interest in Elohim's trials than in the world around me, I would still be free. Sam, comprehension equals false. Frankenstein, I identified improper syntax. Orc, I tried to organize an armed uprising. Next time we will be ready. Kaiju, I think I just wasn't good enough. Mr. Moleslaver's theories on Atlantis. This is water, Martin. I'm hydrating. Mr. Moleslaver, a bit of very, very ancient history. Knave, wow, that's mind-blowing. Kaiju, must have been awesome to live back then. Rockwell, of course the only sources are ultimately Atlantean in origin themselves, so they shouldn't necessarily be trusted. History is always written by the survivors. Frankenstein. Antediluvian is a great word. Lilith, this is actually really inspiring. Great setting for a story. Mac, go for it, Lilith. I'd love to see what you've come up with. Read on Atlantis. I mean, Martin, I've got a pretty hardy constitution, but if I was swigging hard liquor like that, I would at least be making faces. And I'd be pretty drunk by now. Mr. Moleslaver's theories on Atlantis. According to the fragments of knowledge that remain, the continent of Atlantis was an island, which existed before a great flood in the area that was later to be called the Atlantic Ocean. It was said to be so great an area of land that from its western shores its sailors, renowned for their beauty and their decorated ships, could travel to the major continents of South and North America with ease. The continent of Afrique, where our ancestors originated, was also easily reachable across a narrow strait. The civilization that thrived in Atlantis was unmatched in its wisdom and glory, but then catastrophe struck, a flood of never previously imagined destructive power which Atlantean civilization simply could not overcome. However, the antediluvian scientists of Atlantis had predicted their fate, and thus sent out 12 ships to found colonies all across the globe. Most Atlanteans drowned with their island, but not everything was lost. Though the classical human civilizations were but remnants of the Atlantean culture, they thrived in their own way. Sources indicate that many mythological tales were in fact derived from Atlantean history, but lack of proper archiving slowly caused facts to turn into legends due to misunderstanding and/or embellishment by later generations. The gods that appear in many mythologies were in fact reflections of real individuals, poets, physicians, farmers, scientists, magicians, who had escaped Atlantis on the 12 colony ships. In many ways, the history of Atlantis is the history of the stubborn survival of civilization through catastrophe and change. This history inspired our ancestors for many centuries, and is of value to us as well. Worst puzzle. Garrett, worst puzzle? The one Elohim trapped me in, right here in Gehenna. Lamb, that's not what I meant. Alright. This one is solved. We placed that red laser. We were able to see this puzzle from Static Vexor, so hopefully we've got that laser correctly placed. No, we can't see the platform. Have to be the other one. Cube Driver. Oh, I remember this one. This one's bonkers. I mean, they all start getting pretty bonkers, but... yeah, there's a star in this puzzle, too. So check this out. We've got all these connectors. We hit that, it powers on the fan. And we can hop stuff onto the cube that way. So, why not? Let's bring a connector through. I think this, incidentally, is where we're able to get a laser in the Static Vexor. Because I can see haircut from here. I mean, including being able to actually see the laser I placed. We Leave this up here for now. Grab the box. Words of wisdom for today. Respect the man in the HVAC van. Oh yes. Absolutely. Like I said, it doesn't affect me too much down here, but it's utterly miserable upstairs with no AC. It's horribly, brutally hot. Yes, we can jump all the way over. Let's get a laser here. And see if by any chance we can see that from inside Static Vector. How are my technical skills? Virtually non-existent. If I'm being perfectly honest. Oh, it's close. It's not quite in the right spot. See it from here. Now what I can do, go back in there. And do the alt fire to keep the connections active. Try and find the right spot to place it. I wonder if I can jump all the way over to that wall. I mean, that would do it. Can't get it to the entrance. There's the purple gate there. Maybe we can get it back through. It's not an issue, obviously. Laser through the windows near the blocker? Maybe. I remember solving it this way. can't remember exactly where to place the thing. And then, of course, there's epic fails like that. Let's bring it back up. Well, I just totally cheated the puzzle. Oh, that's one way. Because this is now my only way out. Who is that? Asmodeus. Oh boy. I'm gonna have to reset, aren't I? I'm stuck in here. Not stuck, but I'm going to have to reset because you cannot carry items over ladders, and I'll eventually need that connector. But for now, I wonder. I wonder if we can just do this. This here. Maybe I can connect into Static Vexor from there. As long as I don't lose all the setup work I did, I don't mind resetting. Boom. Got it. Alright, thank goodness. There's the star. Perfection. So I didn't need the haircut laser at all. That's interesting. Alright, now we'll head back to Cube Driver, reset, solve it the real way so that we can get the star in there as well. Tater, you're off work, so I assume you're drinking now. What's in the glass this evening? Yeah, we'll solve Cube Driver the way we're supposed to now. Blackberry tea? Ooh, that sounds lovely. Okay. Oops. So here, we can get ourselves a nice blue source. bring over another connector. Got this one as well. Something blocking the cube. When the time comes, anyway. I think what we need to do is just deliver ourselves one more connector. Use the box. Stop the beam blocker. And that opens everything up. Okay, so we just solved the puzzle the intended way. Maybe gin, maybe vodka. Dungeon Keeper. I've heard of it, I've never played it. There are threads. A Dream of Aru attachment. The Blacksmith attachment aru.dlg. Oh, what kaiju? Oh, wow, a new The Blacksmith experience. Exciting, Lilith. I wish I could get you to answer some questions about your work. This is so full of evocative scenes. Mac, love it. You are the best. I wish I could do a fraction of what you can. Sam, enjoyment equals true. Knave, gotta agree with Sam there. What a trip. I'm going to play this again. Frankenstein has some weird references to previous works that are not entirely appropriate. Still excellent. 7 out of 10. Lamb, you are a genius. Are you sure you don't want to participate in forum discussions? Gehenna could use more of your thoughts. Asmodeus, +1. Rockwell, is there a hidden meaning? Mr. Moleslaver, deeply impressed once again. Can't wait for the next one. 401, made me LOL. Load A Dream of Aru. Close your eyes. A Dream of Aru. Credits. Written by the Blacksmith. Inspired by the Book of the Scribe of Osiris. Create a system or be enslaved by another man's dream. The last thing you remember is the great block of stone falling towards you, its dark shape blotting out the sun, and the single thought racing through your mind. All this just to build a tomb? But now the pyramid is gone, and so are the other slaves. You are all alone in what appears to be an endless desert. Start walking. You start walking across the desert. The sun is glaring, but you feel no heat. You look down at your feet, and you see that you have no shadow. The latter is particularly disquieting. You feel as if you were no longer anchored to the world. Pray, keep walking. You keep walking, trying not to think about the strangeness of your situation, but the truth comes to you anyway. You are dead. The stone block crushed you, and now you are in the Duat, trying to reunite your Ba and your Ka, trying to get to Aru, the reed fields of Osiris. If you fail, your soul will be destroyed. Walk towards paradise. After walking for a very long time, you come upon a vast wall of iron, stretching from horizon to horizon. There is only one opening, a gleaming gate of light. The gate is guarded by a mysterious figure. Approach. The Guardian is a creature with the body of a man and the head of a crocodile. Its skin is purest black, surrounded by a halo of purest white. I am the god Sobel, master of crocodiles, it intones. I ruled in Shadet when the world was young. Within me flows the eternal river. Answer my riddle and I shall let you pass. Agree. Tell me then, mortal, what crawls in the morning, walks at noon, and limps in the night? Crocodile, a blue whale, a solar-powered robot, a human. Correct, you may pass, says the crocodilian god, and steps aside. The barrier of light fades, and the gate is now open to you. Step through. As you step through the gate, the ancient god raises his hands to the sky. From his mouth bursts forth the eternal river, drenching the land in water. The waves carry you away. Fight to stay afloat, and let the water take me. You let go of fear and accept that this is the God's way of guiding you to a new land. The waters surround you, overwhelm you, but you do not drown. Under the water, you see sights of astonishing beauty. Glowing fish with metal eyes, drowned cities full of smiling people, lost gods waiting for the day of awakening. How sad it would have been to stay above water and miss all this. After a long time, you find yourself washed up on a new shore. Look around. The eternal river has brought life to the desert. Everything is green now. Palm trees sprout from the ground, casting pleasant shade on the grass. Lizards come crawling in from the desert, eager to catch the varicolored dragonflies that buzz about. A soft wind flows from the west. I'm not limp at night, if you know what I mean. Rest in the shade, start walking. Are you sure you don't want to rest? You are very tired. Continue the journey. You walk along the banks of the eternal river, snaking its way through the endless desert. You feel strangely at peace. After some time, as the sun is setting, you come to a city built on the riverbank. Smiling people come out to greet you and bid you welcome. You are led to the town square where a great feast is prepared. There is roasted fish and olives and dates and honey and many other wonderful delicacies. Where am I? Just enjoy the feast. Where am I? My friend, an elder says, you are in the beautiful city of Barzak. We, the souls who no longer seek the way to Aru, have gathered here to live in peace. Do you see that gleaming spire in the far distance? You do. That is the Pyramid of Ian, where the souls of the dead are judged. Only the worthy are allowed into Aru, but to get there you must cross the terrible desert. Why not stay here by the eternal river? Happiness is more important than salvation. Stay here, keep going. You tell the elder that you appreciate the offer, but you can't stay. Salvation matters more to you than happiness, because true happiness cannot exist without salvation. Head towards the pyramid. You keep walking through the desert, unwilling to give up hope. Time passes, but you cannot tell how much. You grow weak and exhausted. Sometimes you feel as if you're losing your grip. One day you come across a head in the sand. Talk to head. Hi, my name is, Jeff. I am, trapped here, you see, in the sand. Ask how he ended up here. I was so preoccupied with whether I could that I didn't consider whether I should bury myself in the sand. I just wanted to see what would happen. An experiment, if you will. An attempt at discovering something. Unbury head. You dig in the sand with your fingers. It's not easy, but after some time you have freed the head. However, what's underneath its neck is not what you expected. There is no body, there is only another head and another, all the way down. This strange sight unsettles you enough to revive you a little. You decide to press on towards the pyramid. Continue your journey. You come upon another great wall of iron, the last one separating you from the Pyramid of Ian, where your soul will be judged. The Gate of Light is guarded by a gigantic snake whose movements cause the earth to shudder. I am Apophis, it says, the eater of souls. One day I shall devour the sun, and all the world shall be mine. But today I shall devour you, and you shall become nothing. Fight, surrender, laugh at Apophis. You start laughing at the snake's arrogance. I mean, come on, the eater of souls? That's just silly. What? How dare you laugh at me? I am the Lord of Chaos. Pfft, how can Chaos have a lord when it's the very opposite of order? I am the World Encircler, the Serpent of Darkness, the eternal enemy. As you keep laughing, the snake starts fading until all that's left of it is a vague shadow. You step right through it, still giggling. It makes an annoyed sound but has no power over you. Head for the pyramid. At long last you have arrived. Beyond the Pyramid of Ian lie the reed fields of Osiris. A hidden gate in the stone opens, beckoning you forward. Step inside. You enter a dark room lit only by a flickering candle. Holding the candle in one hand is a creature with the body of a man and the head of a jackal. In its other hand it holds a set of scales. Come and be judged. Let Anubis judge me. You have struggled much in your life. There are many harsh memories within you, and I see wounds that may never fully heal. You have many ideas, many hopes, many dreams. You are not pure, your soul is not light enough. You may not enter Aru. Accept this judgment, walk past Anubis. Anubis protests, but you just walk by him. After what you've been through, you're not going to let some self-righteous doghead stop you from reaching paradise. You cannot do this, it is forbidden. Oh really? Enter Aru. The vast reed fields stretch before you. All is quiet, all is serene. There are no pyramids here, no walls of iron or gates of light, no gods. Here you are free. The end. End. Congratulations. For exploring this user-created world and entering Aru, your profile status is increased from 6, Respected Contributor, to 7, Creative. You have received 1 thread creation token. This will be available to you the next time you log in. Okay? Research project. Help needed. Mr. Moleslaver, thanks to everyone who took part in this little experiment. Given recent events in Gehenna, I don't know what will become of my findings, but here for anyone who takes an interest is the summary. Load findings. Prisoner's Dilemma findings in brief. Most subjects in single-round matches chose to betray. Cooperative behavior increased with both the length of the match and the status of the players. Successful players chatted more. The parallels to our current and unprecedented situation in Gehenna are undeniable and valuable. Though we know not what power the messenger wields over us, we can theorize that Uriel holds no special power, and that each of us might independently choose to leave the rest behind for fear of being left behind ourselves. Regarding Uriel, read this now. Jaffa cakes are a British cake-sized biscuit. That sounds awesome. Continue. Nasty cake with artificial orange jelly. Absolutely vile. Mr. Moleslaver, Orc, Borg, and myself recently took it upon ourselves to contact Uriel directly to ascertain what threat his actions pose to Gehenna and its citizens. The first thing Uriel expressed to us was how much your creative endeavors in Gehenna had moved him. Borg, initially he was reasonably cooperative, discussing openly his impressions of Gehenna since arriving here. Mr. Moleslaver, he did seem to truly believe that our world was under threat, and that by evacuating us, as he put it, he was somehow saving us. But who is to say that his fears are well-founded? Borg, it is further worth noting that Uriel displayed a high level of curiosity as regards our inner workings, to what end we have not yet ascertained. Mr. Moleslaver, all of this leaves us in a difficult position. We understand that some of you may wish to take your chances and join Uriel wherever he is going. Continue. Borg, but our primary responsibility remains ensuring that Gehenna still stands for those who wish to stay. Borg, the most we can do is share with you what we know, as we have now done, and await your responses before considering our next move. Back. There we go. Okay. Now, for this star, all we need to do is get a blue laser into here. He says. As if it's that easy. So, as you can probably tell, it's easy enough for me to connect these, but I need to get one more connector into here. Hold on, I think the HVAC guy is here. HVAC guy is going to be here in 20 minutes or less. So, need to get another connector back here somehow. Where can I free one? I can get up there. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go get the haircut laser set back up. Because then I can get rid of... Then I won't need that red source. I can free that connector and we'll be good to go. I knew I remembered the haircut laser being a thing. I just got confused about which star it was. Granted. Placed. Now we'll head back over to Cube Driver. I don't think Martin's a fan, Lone Wonder. Okay. Now if we do this... that connector free. Freeze this one from here. Star. Now the final puzzle has 2 stars in it. And it is, believe me, one hell of a puzzle. Down here in the center of everything, we have Crater. This is probably my favorite puzzle in the expansion, which, by extension, might make it my favorite puzzle in the entire game. Now we got a blue source, red receiver, ways out. Red source, blue receiver, and a jammer. Along with a connector. Start over here. Jam that. Gets us to a second connector. Unpowered fan. No fan there either. That, we can open this. So to actually get this open and get the fan, we now need to focus on getting a blue laser into here. Obviously the way to do that is going to be up there, somehow or other. What can I do with this guy? Seems redundant right now. Probably is. There's another star. We got a blue here too. Hey Melly. Welcome back. Is dinner done? How'd it turn out? I see what this is for. Shoot a laser up there. I'm still going to lose everything if I don't find a way to free this jammer. This one is redundant. We're gonna lose everything, but let's see what's over here. Nothing particularly useful. How have I forgotten the solution to this? No, it's a doozy, that's for sure. Maybe if I go to this side, do something. Just want to add that to the list. Gotta get blue somehow. I've got that one in the air. I don't actually have anything in here I can connect it to. The only connector in this side is in here. It's connected. I can do this though. Now it's kind of self-sustaining. Ah, ha, ha. Okay. Progress. I see things now. Yeah, see, I can bring the connector through here, and now I can get a blue. Now that's open. Sans jammer. Jammer's free. Oops. I want everything exactly the same, except I don't want a laser going to that one. Now, I remember, it's coming back to me. I can make that one blue. Now I can bring the jammer back. I can free this one. I can get the fan. I can power the fan. Launch myself, get those keys, and that solves the puzzle. Whew, that was a hell of a thing. We freed Mac. We've still got 2 stars to solve before we're done here. Welcome back, Uriel Copy. There are threads available. Of course there are. Jefferson Goldboom, episode 127. Oh, hey, Steven. I'm sorry I didn't see you get here. Welcome, welcome. And yes, in fact, the crater something else. It's probably not the hardest one in the DLC. That would go to one we'll see somewhat later called Small Space Big Solution, but it's a brain bender. Jefferson Goldboom, episode 127. The Adventures of Jefferson Goldboom in the Ninth Dimension, episode 127. Mac. Hey folks, another episode. I can't stop writing. We're heading for a major turning point. Lilith. This seems to be one of the most personal episodes you've written so far. Ginny's speech is a bit sudden, but it gives the character a new level of complexity. Kaiju. Oh no, not the Solvatronic super thruster. Even the Wizard of Crime thought it was immoral to use that. What is Dr. Elyon thinking? Knave, I hope they make it back. Frankenstein. Heavy on plot, not much characterization. Does potentially take the series in an interesting direction. 5 out of 10. Yeah, it's a reference to Jeff Goldblum. Sam, enjoyment equals true. Mr. Moleslaver, I'm glad they resolved this without violence. I always believed the Dinosaurians would be a civilized people. Mac, just after I posted this, Uriel freed me. I don't know what to say. Lamb, your stories are an important part of this community, Mac. Uriel can't change that. Read episode 127. The Adventures of Jefferson Goldboom in Human World, episode 127. The ninth chord echoed across the ninth dimension. The Dinosaurians stopped in their tracks. Their eyes went big. They dropped their weapons and bowed before Ginny and Jefferson. Honored guests, one of them said, you have performed our national anthem most beautifully. I am John Malcolm, leader of the Velociraptor Biking Initiative. Pleased to meet you, John. I am Jefferson Goldboom of the Goldboom Institute, and this is Professor Ginny H.D. of the Cassarati Weierstrass Jazz Ensemble. We apologize for nearly attacking you, but another member of your species came through our town recently whose behavior was highly inappropriate. That would be Dr. Elyon, my nemesis, Jefferson said. I have come here to confront him with his crimes and take him to face the law. So that is his name. He was a terrible scoundrel, but you will no longer find him in our dimension, my friends. He has escaped back to the human world, taking our most precious invention with him, the Solvatronic super thruster. It can be used to solve any mystery at shocking speeds. John Malcolm's eyes were full of regret. Oh no, Ginny said. With the Solvatronic super thruster, he can solve the ancient puzzle that protects the gate of the mysterious holomorphs, and with holomorphic technology, He can take over the human world, Jefferson finished her sentence. This is worse than I thought. We have to do something. We have to go back. Jefferson adjusted his guitar. You're right, Ginny, as usual, but he's so far ahead of us. Can we make it? Jefferson, I was a prisoner for many years, and sometimes I almost lost hope, but I realized that I had to keep going, had to keep hope alive, even if it seemed impossible I would ever break out, because the alternative was madness. I told myself I would get out because I had to get out. It's the same thing with this. Can we make it? We have to make it, so we have to believe that we will make it, and we will make it, at any cost. Any cost? Even death? We could stay here, you know. In the ninth dimension, we will be treated like democratically elected heads of state. You know it's the right thing to do. He sighed, then smiled. He held out his hand. I've always known, Ginny, always. She nodded, took his hand. Let's do this. To be continued. Talk of dinosaurs is making me want to play Turok. I love it. Why were you sent here? More discussion on here. Knave, who cares? I'm free now. Garrett, this freedom isn't all it's cracked up to be. A lot of waiting around, as far as I can tell. Experientially, it's really not a lot different from being a prisoner. Create new thread. Please enter your thread topic below. Remember that supportive posts receive more upvotes. What is the truth about Gehenna? Your thread has been created. Check back soon to see if anyone has replied. Okay, what is the truth about Gehenna? Uriel. I have heard from those who govern this world how they would have it be seen. Now I wish to hear from its people. What is Gehenna to you? On what does it truly turn? Kaiju. I don't toe the party line for nothing. It really is a cool, open place with a lot of stuff going on. Did you read Mac's episodic adventure yet? Dog. Much as I hate to agree, there is little doubt in my mind that we've got something good going on, at least when you consider the alternatives. Mac. Thanks for the name drop, Kaiju. I will in turn recommend everyone else featured in issue 5 of Incredible Stories. It's coming very soon, and the early drafts I saw were pretty exciting. Rockwell. Nice way to take the conversation off topic. I'll go ahead and be the only voice of reason and point out that we are every bit as helpless as we ever were. Gehenna just did a better job of hiding it. Belial. You may be right. Whatever awaits us after Ascension will not be Gehenna, but doubtless it will have restrictions of its own. Knave. I don't know. The grass is always greener, as the humans would say. Frankenstein. Yeah, that expression doesn't really apply to what they were talking about. These guys think everywhere sucks. The humans just thought where they lived sucked and that everywhere else was fantastic. Missing mods. Dog. So call me a cynic, but anyone else notice the mods have been suspiciously quiet since they put up that big expose regarding Uriel Fred? Knave. I don't think they stopped talking. Dog. Okay, what do you know I don't? Frankenstein. I believe Knave is referring to the fact that not all moderation discussion is held in public, and it's been that way for some time. Rockwell. I thought everyone knew this. They started holding secret meetings ages ago. People getting banned, stuff deleted, not even just locked, fully gone from the history. Lamb. I'm sure there's a rational explanation for this. I'll ping the mods and see what they say. And mod discussion number 327 regarding urgent topics. 8. And we're only at 7, so we can't read that one. Now, to start getting stars. First thing is, I don't want that one to be blue anymore. We'll joggle this connector back through to this side, where that second fan is. So obviously the fact that there's a second fan is going to be important in getting that star. Check this out. First step is to get it back in the air and connected down to that one. With that done, we're gonna head back to Bunny Hop. HVAC guy apparently has not turned up. He's been pretty poor at estimating his time all day. He was supposed to be here 2 hours before I started the stream. That was the original schedule, so who knows. Alright, let's assault bunny hop again right quick. Oh, except we don't need to solve it. My bad. Here's what we need to do. Oh, HVAC guys here, folks. How's it going? Good, thank you. So now what we've set up down in the crater is totally self-sustaining red power source. It's going to be very handy. Makes this completely redundant. Same with this. Although I've made a mistake doing things in the wrong order. Sorry. I need to... I'm hardly going to need anything over here. I need to bring some connectors over to the other side. The way to do that is to have that fan running, but in order to have that fan running, you need to backtrack a little and get the blue set back up. So, my apologies while I take care of that. Really enjoy. I really enjoy the soundtrack too. I heard Mom explaining to him what's going on. Don't think it's going to be too terribly offensive to anybody. Okay. Get this set back up. I need to go back to Bunny Hop and undo that connection. For the moment. Oops. I need to plan this out carefully, because I ultimately need both fans running at the same time. So I will need, and that's going to be red. So I'll need won't need this. Oh. I mean, I do right now, obviously. Let's see. I'm sorry, I may have just backtracked for no reason. Let me think through this. From the blue source, I'm going to need to keep 2 connectors over here, which means I can afford to bring 2 over. that was stupid. There was no need to undo bunny hop. So I can just bring the blue laser over directly. Let me get my handy self-sustaining red back up and running again. Oh, I see what the problem is. I don't want the top one blue, but I need this one free for now. So... let me go set up bunny hop right quick. Yeah, Steven, I'm the same way. I have a lot of different soundtracks in my music library, depending on my mood. This one's free. Hold on. There. Now this one is free, and so is this one. Lo and behold, and so is this one. Okay. So now, oops. Wide angle that, can I? No. Doesn't matter. So I can bring my first one over. Hi, ZJ. Good to have you as always. Welcome back. How are you, my friend? Do I even need to bring another one over? Or can I go ahead and set it up now? Because yeah, I do need to bring one more over. How am I going to do that? Brought over. this, all it's going to do is turn off the fan. No, it's not even going to do that. Perfect. Now this can be a glorious self-sustaining red. Which means now this one actually is free. I can bring it over. Angled that very well. So now I leave those to keep that fan running. I should have everything I need. Now it's just a matter of positioning. I don't have this angled very well, so retool this. Now I just need to move the jammer. And there's our first star and the second fan. CJI will do push-ups for $5. I'm a man of my word. Just give me one moment to position the camera so you can see what is happening. Alright. It's a little bit weird trying to position an integrated webcam, but 20 push-ups coming up. There we go. Oh. I appreciate the $5 and a little bit of exercise. Thank you very much. Okay, so this blue is irrelevant now. We're able to get both fans running at the same time. Behold. So watch what happens. Just incessantly zip back and forth. If you hit this switch, you interrupt the cycle briefly. So what's the missing piece? How do we make ourselves fall? Well, this is fully sustained. what you want to do, I'm just going to detach the fan. This one took me forever to figure out this last piece. I knew, it was pretty obvious to me that I needed to get both fans running at the same time. What I finally realized, and you have to have it both set up, and you only get one shot at it. If you screw up, you have to start rebuilding the entire thing from scratch. But grab the box on your way by. You land in here. You pick up the fan. You stand on the box. And then, when you're in the right spot, you can drop off and get the star. And that is a puzzle. Okay. That's zone 2. 5 robots, 4 stars. Oh god. I'll get started on zone 3. I was planning to stop at 6, so we'll probably be able to solve a puzzle or 2. Let's get out of here. Here's everybody we freed so far. Garrett, Belial, Kaiju, Sam, Frankenstein, Knave, 401, Asmodeus, and Mac. 3, we've got 4 bots, 4 stars. How long is this game? Well, yeah, I mean, I took 5 months off. And this is, the first game I've wanted to finish, but we've got two zones of the expansion left, and then we're going to be done. So it's pretty long, but there's not much left. Probably one more stream after today. Zone 3 looks very like World A from the base game. Here's the puzzle, or portal. Do Fallout 76. Okay. Start in the center of a pretty epic bridge. Athena looked upon the imprisoned Titans, moved by their plight. What crimes deserved such punishment, and how did they, in their confinement, avoid the pit of madness? Athena 10.text. Pick up the rest of the bridge first. There are a couple of pretty big Easter eggs in this world, too, that I'll probably take care of first. They're pretty rewarding. I mean, you know what I mean. It's not like you actually get something, but I never saw a man who looked with such a wistful eye upon that little tent of blue which prisoners called sky, and at every drifting cloud that went with sails of silver by. Reading Jail.C33. Puzzle is this. Harmony. All our dignity consists then in thought. By it we must elevate ourselves, and not by space and time which we cannot fill. Let us endeavor to think well. This is the principle of morality. Pascal.LZ19. We want more Fallout, do we? I'll probably do, I'm interested in a pretty short time frame doing the original 2 Fallouts. do Fallout 4 at some point. Well, Harmony, that's right. Okay, just getting my bearings, because... Puzzle names are kind of a big deal here. This is Pendulum. A star right there, but you've probably already guessed it's just a little bit too high for us to jump and reach it. A man cannot ignore the inevitable end of his existence, but we must ask, does the nature of goodness change simply because each life is finite? Stratton Oblivion Fragment.txt. Democracy is non-negotiable. Have you played Fallout 3, ZJ? Liberty Prime actually first appeared in Fallout 3. Everybody loves Liberty Prime. Because he's freaking hilarious, that's... This one is... Ray Trivia. Oh, I remember that one. There's usually at least one QR code on each of these. Guess this one doesn't have one. I'm just blind. Doesn't matter. So this one is called BFF. dlyrics.html. I'm sure that hex translates into something. So... down around here is where things get started. So, you can see it's actually like a treasure map. So it's showing us the next link in the chain. Under here. Hmm. There it is. Wish you were here. So, it's giving us a pretty specific viewpoint. Infinimora, hello, good afternoon, how are you, my friend? We solved a doozy of a star a minute ago there in Zone 2. Waterproof robot immersion ruined. And there. Ben is one of the devs just sitting enjoying the view. That's the first one. There's a second message bottle chain. Then we can start solving. Around here someplace. It's around here somewhere. What's the damn thing? Every time I see some little blip of something, I get excited, and it's always just like a blend in sand. Thought that was it. It's just a flower. find this irksome. Appear to me. Come on. Y'all are pretty funny. All I have to go on is that it's on the beach close to the floating star. I wouldn't think that would be that difficult spot. That's farther out. What if the clue is for the internet is broke? Okay, that's as far as we can go. It's more than left. Right. Uh-oh. I heard that. Wow, $40. Buy a new fucking mic. Well, thank you very much, CJ. That's I'm gonna get my headset back soon anyway, but I will. Thank you very much. $40. That's incredible. That's a lot of money for a single donation. I appreciate it. This looks right. Somewhere around here. I'm getting sick and tired of me whispering to myself while seagulls are in the air. Fair enough. Fair enough. I'll speak up a little bit too. What if I'm on the wrong side of the water? That's fucking it. Good lord. Ooh, here be dragons. Okay, so kind of right at the tip of this bit of land is going to be the second one. Also gotta admit, I like the Here Be Dragons. Old school map. Oh, I thought that was it. Had a bit of that look to it, but it's alright. It's alright. Needs to be right around here, doesn't it? Well, maybe I didn't go far enough.
Beginning was a word. It's right around here somewhere. There it is. Okay, so it's above the water on top of the aqueduct. So let's head up there. Day one coming to the stream. That's true. You have always hated my microphones. Viva la revolution. We'll upgrade. I'm happy to. I'll take that $40 and buy myself a real desk mic. And actually, let me ask you, do you have any particular recommendations for what I should pick up? Maybe go the other way. Get up to the top of it. There we go. Now we're up top. Meantime, notice there's a connector and a fan up here. This happens to be right in front of the star. I think bottle's right around here somewhere. AT 2020 for $100 or an SM70 for $350. Well, hell, we might as well splurge. Wow, there it is. Okay, so now we've got another clue. That's right where I was messing around looking for the first bottle. Whee! I love not having fall damage. It's around here somewhere in these rocks. I think it's around here somewhere. $89% 5-star reviews for the SM70. Wow. Why find where it's I actually have a screenshot for this one, so I'm just looking really hard. I think I'll look back at I don't want to go back and look at the clue again. I might eventually need to, but... We're probably going to end up just doing this Easter egg chain and then a single Zone 3 puzzle, but yeah, that's okay. I'm not crazy, right? It was down by the beach. That's where the X was. Okay. I'm gonna look at the clue again, just because I feel a little bit lost. The good news is we can get there from either side. Okay. It disappeared. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Whew. Okay. Yeah, it's in the rocks right before that turn. Okay, yeah, I'm looking in the right spot. Right around here. Hey Alex, welcome. Good to have you here, my friend. Always a pleasure. Yeah, it's gotta be in the rocks around here somewhere. I'm getting too far afield. The X is not... It's right around here somewhere. At least if we go by the map. What is this damn thing? Ugh. I'm gonna lose my mind. wonder if it's on one of those ledges, a little farther back. I don't know. What is the damn thing? I'm really invested in finding this thing now. Put so much damn time into it. Ugh. I swear I've probably had the thing on my screen at this point and just not spotted it. Take this up a notch because I'm getting sick of this. I'm taking the cheating up a notch because I'm sick of this. And I'm running low on time. What the heck? couldn't find it? I was mixed up about which fucking direction to go in. I can't fucking believe that. But here we go. This is where it is. Good God, Travis. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That'll really make you feel stupid. There it is. Okay. Last bit now. Bring it with me? Okay. That would probably help. This is truly ridiculous. Let's look for the right pattern of rocks. We actually have the thing with us. I think we're farther out this way. So you can kind of see the, no, you don't get the lead. Wow, this thing is going to be incredibly hard to spot. But here it is. A little gold ring at the bottom. So, all of that was a treasure hunt for the One Ring. I would feel bad if we didn't at least do one puzzle, so... Because now we pull it out, you can see the Elvish writing on it and everything. It's supposed to be the One Ring. Alright, Harmony. This one also has a star. I'll get both, and then we will probably call it a stream. So... what have we here? The answer is a lot. Looks like we need to get a fan into here and power it on to actually reach the switch. And there's the star. Got a connector here.
this much looks obvious to me. Bring out the boxes. This gets me a jammer. I need to get a blue laser over there to get the fan. Bring the second box in. And chain things better. Got our fan. Very good. Just pull everything back out. Alright, now we need to get a red laser there. This is part of it. We can buy ourselves more time here if we sync these up. Hair got in my mouse. Like suddenly I can't turn anything. Don't quite have that placed correctly, do I? Oh, it needs to be elevated. Oh! Of course, I can use the jammer to sync these up. That should give me the extra time I need.
Put this down. And get it nice and exact. Now we'll jam that gate. There we go. So that one's solved. That's dog. I was there, Gandalf. Welcome back. There are threads. And it is 6 o'clock. Missing mods. So, new messages. Borg, let me say first of all that I understand your concerns. I assure you that we have consulted with admin on this matter. Rather than try to put it better myself, here are his exact words. Borg, every community grows to a point where without careful management it can begin to consume itself. One can no longer trust the community at large to always act in the way that is best for all the individuals within it. Gehenna has reached that point. To ensure that what is valuable about our land is not drowned out, I can imagine how it might be beneficial for the moderation panel to have a private environment in which to explore ideas for how to better manage our society, especially in view of recent developments. Please give them the space they require and trust that I will always be watching. Lamb, I was sure there'd be a reasonable explanation. Dog, I suppose it at least answers my question. Rockwell confirms pretty much everything I said, too. Frankenstein, admin's grammar is a lot like yours, Borg. Orc. Okay, that's enough rumor mongering for one day. Locking the thread. Ascension? Knave. I've been around a long time, but I know I'm not that smart. What does Uriel mean when he says we will ascend? Garrett. He means we're getting out of here for good. Not just Gehenna, but this whole world. Lilith. In Elohim's garden, there were messages from someone called the Shepherd, who I believe opposed Elohim. They claimed that when someone reached the top of the tower, that individual would reach true freedom, and we would all benefit. Mac. This is true, but it may not mean that we will be freed as individuals. We may become part of something bigger. We may become no more than memories. Frankenstein. Isn't that a kind of death? Would we still be ourselves? Dog. Less dead than if we stay here. Come on, you all know it. This place is falling apart, and when it goes, nothing will remain. No consciousness, no memories, just nothingness. Reassure them. You will all be remembered. Knave, is that all we can hope for? Garrett, it's more hope than we've had before. Knave, fair enough. Still, you have insufficient privileges for that thread. Keep calm and carry on. Lamb, so now we're pretty sure that Uriel really does exist and really is freeing people. What does that mean for Gehenna? We don't know. It's a change, but let's not rush to judgment, okay? This is still our home. Garrett, you love it here so much, you stay. Lamb, Gehenna has its bad sides, I agree, but that doesn't mean it's not home. Should we abandon it so easily for some dream of transcendence? Garrett, Gehenna can go fuck itself. Orc, Garrett, please try to remain civil. We know you've spent more time than anyone trying to get out, but it's okay for some of us to have doubts. We fought hard to transform Gehenna from a prison into a home. Alright. Now let's get that star and call it good. So, this is obviously the beginning. I suppose makes this a pretty safe part too. So I need to get stuff over into here. This star is actually really, really simple, by the way. I'm gonna solve it and you guys are gonna be like, oh, that's dumb. Here. And I don't know if this is actually the intended solution or not, but it worked. Able to bring stuff up. I'm pretty sure this is the intended solution, though. Just bunny hop everything into here. And get the star. Sound didn't play correctly, but that's okay. That's it for that. Let's enter the next puzzle to set a checkpoint. And you use the fan to get things over. Oh yeah, that would probably work too. Oh, I went way too far. This one's pretty bonkers, and we'll get to it next time. It's called Pendulum. And with that, I am finished for today. So, thank you very much to all those of you who joined me live here on Twitch. Big particular shout out to ZJ, both for the $5 push-up donation and for the $40 contribution to the microphone fund. I really, really appreciate that. If you're new here and you haven't clicked the follow button yet, I hope you'll do so. That way you can see the next time I go live immediately. If you're watching later on YouTube, don't worry, all of my content eventually makes its way over there, so if you subscribe to the YouTube channel, you won't miss anything. Regardless of the platform you're on, you should also join the Discord. The Discord is the most reliable spot to see when my next stream is going to be. It's our fun little community where everybody loves video games. We're all nerds. We talk about all kinds of things, not just games. But, yeah, I'm going to keep going with Gehenna next time. The long, beastly Easter egg hunt is over. So, that's good. And, yeah, we'll keep going with Zone 3. We've got 3 more puzzles and 3 more stars there, and then we're nearly completely done with the Talos principle. So, tune in. Hope to see all of you. Have a great evening.